Okay, maybe that was just a bug. Yeah, wow, dude, I've been sitting here talking. That's gonna echo. I've been sitting here talking for like God knows how long. Thank you for telling me that. Sometimes my mic bugs out because I got a Samsung G-Track. The thing's fucking wonderful. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, well, I'm just gonna get rid of that part because that I'm not gonna go into that. What's up, Smoke? I'm doing actually really well right now. How are you doing, man? But this is what I'm building, by the way. I came into my other world to show because I was like, oh, let me show you because it's better. It's better if I show you what I'm building so you know what my goal here is. This is, one second, let me branch off of here and then you can actually get like a better look of it from afar. This is kind of a mess. When I built this, I didn't really have any organization in mind. So you have to excuse the way it looks. And also, it's going to be kind of hard to see because I have a spider thing on top of it, which I'm not adding to this mob system. I am building a mob system. If you've ever seen Ethos Labs videos, he builds this type of mob system, but I've updated it for the version. You know, I was thinking about doing that once, but that's just too much commitment, and I'm not a great builder, as you can see. Like, this entire thing is made out of stone brick, which, I mean, it doesn't need to have any type of look to it. But I'm essentially making the exact same thing here, but in my new world that's a little bit cleaner. Let me just go back. Oh, it's kind of sad because I actually had a really funny clip I should have saved from yesterday when I was going through this world. I accidentally blew up a couple creepers and then all of a sudden like a bunch of creepers came out and blew up on me again. Yeah, I'm not a builder. I'm a redstone type. Everything I do involves redstone. But yeah, it's just a ginormous mob system using Ethos Labs mob platforms that are, again, updated to the new mob rules. There's 8 mob spawners in total, and there's 3 levels in each mob spawner. So there's a lot of area for mobs to spawn in. And great. Oh, that's a tragedy. It flushed it, but I guess when the creeper blew up, it blew up my sign. I had a sign that was there, or like a fence gate or something, and these guys are supposed to go down, but that creeper blew up everything, and now they're just kind of getting stuck there. This one's kind of broken right now since that creeper incident happened. But basically what my mob system does is it brings all the mobs in. Every once in a while, it will flush them out, and the mobs that are in the system, because witches don't die from fire, usually, unless if you overload them with suffocation, lava, and magma blocks at the same time, which still takes a while, because they use fire resistant potions. So what I do now is, or what it does is it pushes them out into this stream, and then it drops them because witches will die from fall damage. So it basically flushes the system out. So you can say here AFK, but it's super, super, super efficient. Let me go down here. This is this storage room I have for this is actually very tiny, but you can see all the loot that's in these. Zombies and where? Like stuck in the wall over here? Or the zombies that are in here? Oh, because, okay. I'll explain this first. So this will lead up to the story of the reason why there's things still stuck in here. So this mob system actually acts as a double, as a mob killer and a disc. Oh no. Here comes a bunch of skellies. Now I can't open that. It's fine. Um, it also acts as a disc studio. So discs, so basically, if you flip a lever, which doesn't work anymore because the creeper blew up a bunch of water and it took out all my redstone. But if you flip a lever, it switches this glass block down, so and then this one up. So it takes the water and it'll push them all towards this like little water stream here. It takes advantage of the new system where creepers are the only things that swim in water because zombies and skeletons will no longer swim upwards. So it'll separate the creepers from the group, and then you just need to get one skeleton here. And the creepers will sit like on a block right here, and then you unblock the creeper or the skeleton's view using this. And the skeleton will try to shoot you, but will hit the creeper and drop music discs. And it worked really well up until the creeper blew it up. And then that villager in the back is just in case if a zombie manages to sneak in here. They'll go after the villager, but then you drop them down onto a magma blocks and it'll kill them. But, yeah, so, and then you flip, when you get one skeleton in there, you just flip a lever and this goes down and then this piston goes up, taking the water to another killing chamber and all the other mobs die. Besides the creepers that you sort through. And what happened was a bunch of creepers were sitting on this block, and I was like, yeah, if you get I was just showing off in the video. I think it does. Yeah, no, it definitely does. I've actually watched a video of someone using a zombie mod for it, like a zombie apocalypse mod. Basically just put zombies all over the map, and then you have to go through. And granted, I wouldn't want to use it in this version though because of the hoarding effect. Because if you hit a zombie, it basically attracts other zombies, and you would just get swarmed every time you killed one zombie. I would want to use it in another one when the hoarding effect wasn't a thing. But, yeah, I was sitting here, and I was just like, oh, like, if you get too close to them, well, then I started backing up because they started sizzling, the creepers that were sitting in the creeper chamber. And apparently this isn't far enough back to de-aggro them, and they blew up. And then I guess it blew a hole in here. And I was just sitting over here because this is where my spider loot goes, which I just patched up because I don't use it anymore. But my spider loot would go into a chest, and I was sitting here collecting all the webs and whatnot, or the string. And I guess a creeper slipped through the crack and then blew up this entire thing right here. And I just patched it in real quick, but I didn't realize that he actually took out the sign. And so now they don't go down the hole anymore, and I need to put a sign in there, but this is kind of a problem. So yeah, that's the story of the reason why there's why there's shit in here right now. So, yeah. Anyway, back to my other world so we can continue building this. Are you talking about the ones from like 2011 and whatnot? Like when I was using the DVD player to rip the videos off? I had these rewritable discs that I was using, and the quality was super, super bad. Also, I think I was going through puberty around that time, or at least it was at the end of it, so like my voice sounded... Yeah, my voice definitely sounded like I was going through puberty. Yeah. A lot of those need to be updated, and a lot of that 7-Day Survivor one that I had that was like recorded on my phone, that was a bad choice. I got a lot of dislikes actually compared to the likes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh god, 2012. Let's see, I know I was either in 8th grade or a freshman in high school. Ooh. Probably about 13, 14. I want to say 13 or 14. I could be wrong on that, though. I didn't actually do this, and I need to do this. But here I am, 27, still haven't stopped playing Dead Rising. I first played that. God, when did I first play Dead Rising 1? I got my 360, I think, in 2008. And Dead Rising 1 was one of the... But I played it prior to that. My friend rented it at a game store back in 2006 when it first came out, when he first got his Xbox 360. And... yeah. So, I definitely... I played it for a long time. It just... I didn't get it myself until, like, I think 2008, 2009. 2008. Because 2009 I was hanging out with one of my... this other kid. So that's good. A good chunk of my video at the beginning doesn't have audio. At least mic. I was just bouncing around. 1, 2. Ooh. You know what? I know a way to solve this. Which one? I think it's this lever here. Yep. Alright, so I just turned my mob system off. And I'm gonna fly super far away. Oh yeah, but it's still one of the best gaming consoles to ever have been released. I actually missed the 360 days, and then they released the one, and then I just said fuck Microsoft and fuck consoles and built a computer. Oh man, dude, the first time I got my Game Boy, I was still living at my old house. Or I guess my parents' first house. Not my parents' second house that we moved into. That I lived at for... I think up until about 20... like 2023. I want to say, but like... Before... I think I got my Game Boy before 2003. I know that. I got it when I was in first grade. We went to Chicago. And my sister got an American Girl doll. And my mom got me a Game Boy Color. Definitely. If they fought, probably... I would say Chuck, because he's more sporty. Whereas, Frank, I mean, Frank's more, like, kind of fatter, and depends on which Frank you're talking about. No, okay, I'm gonna say Frank West would win. Chuck might be sportier, but Frank is a brute. Well, even then, like, Frank knows how to roundhouse, so... No one's gonna win against a good old Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. Wait, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 blocks off the ground is the first water stream. Frank's weakness. Like in fighting, or just like his downfall? Guessing in fighting. If you're gonna fight, his weakness would be... Or both. First of all, he's extremely naive. And being naive is a problem. Or I guess not naive. He's cocky. He's a very cocky... I was using the wrong word. I meant cocky. I guess he was kind of naive too, but... his cockiness would be his downfall. And then in fighting, I mean, I'm no fight expert. You know, I've gotten into fights in my life, but ended them really quickly. But it was always with people who just like, I don't know. I never really got in fights with anyone who could kick my ass. There's always like the other kids that were just kind of insecure about themselves, always trying to fight. Chuck Green, his daughter. By far, his daughter is his weakness. But his daughter is also his motivation. Like, you can see it as both. I'm going to get into the mob system so I can see how I actually built it. First of all, there's no reason Chuck should have been, or Frank should have been able to beat Larry. He's a big boy, and he's a butcher. He very strong. His boss fight, unless he throws a cow at you, you're pretty much safe. I didn't put... They still walk off on their own? Huh. Isabella. By far, I've always found Isabella much more attractive. Granted, she looks really creepy in the first game, but at the same time, like, everyone looks really creepy in the first game. Rebecca's kind of snobby. I've already been in a relationship with a bunch of snobby people, and it's just unattractive to me anymore. Oops. I need to go up and replace that block I broke. I guess you can call... really into herself. Which is, at the same time, the reason why Frank West would definitely be into her. Because he's also the same way. He's very snobby, but at the same time, two snobs in the same relationship, it just wouldn't really work out. That's the reason why I honestly don't think that Frank could ever really get into a relationship with Rebecca. And it's just because, like, they're both really into themselves. And it was shown a lot during Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, and also a little in Dead Rising 4 too. Overconfidence. Just like really pay attention to how, like, her dialogue and how Rebecca talks. You'll kind of catch on like little hints that she kind of does think very highly of herself. But also doesn't help that, like, when, like, Chuck doesn't know how to fucking open up a door. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely bitchy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, she's definitely bitchy, but, like, I mean, like, she definitely thinks very highly of herself. And that's a huge red flag. That usually means a little bit of narcissistic. Could potentially lead to narcissistic behavior. She was helping, but she was helping for her own benefit. Because sure, she helps. Like, there's a difference there. If she had no gain from that, she wouldn't have helped. She would have just done her own thing. Because, you know, on the off chance that Chuck, you know, was innocent and he was, that would be good. That'd be a good story for her. You know, it's a benefit. It's like you know, a reward type of thing. Like, she can only gain benefit from that. And even if she was wrong, or even if Chuck really was guilty of starting the apocalypse, then she gets, you know, firsthand scoop. So either way, it's a win-win for her. She had no choice but to help you. Because then after everything's over, if she's still alive, which, I mean, obviously she wasn't after 2002, but after 2002 off the record she was. And the apocalypse, what, I guess Frank wasn't framed like Chuck was in the second game. Like, in off the record, he wasn't the one who was being framed. It was actually Kier, and Kier really was the problem. Well, one part of Kier was the problem. Two, actually, if you think Brandon and Stacy. No, I thought she fit just fine, honestly. And she was different. Dead Rising 2, I've always had this one complaint about Dead Rising 2, that it's just a reskin. A lot of the shit's a reskin of the first game. For instance, they kind of reused the they kind of gave Adam's death to two different characters. One of it being the god, WWJD or whatever. I always forget the acronym that's used there. The one with the cowboy that hangs the dudes, and once you kill him, he lands on the table saw. Literally Adam's death right there. And then Tastes Like Chicken with Antoine is kind of the same way. Oh my god. So this is the falling point right there. Yeah, that's just their definition. But from a person who took a lot of psychology classes, like, she's definitely kind of leaning more towards narcissistic, in a sense. Like, she has a lot of narcissistic traits, but I wouldn't call her a narcissist. A lot of people do have narcissistic traits without actually being a narcissist themselves. But they are definitely attention seekers. And that's really what narcissistic people do. All right, I'll give an example from my own life. So, I actually got out of a really nasty relationship like 3 weeks ago. Like, it's still really fresh. And I didn't realize this because, like, I don't know if you've ever really met a narcissist. They know how to put masks on. And that's what my ex did. She put on a mask. But from one thing that narcissists have in common, they do not have a lot of friends, if any at all. That is one of the biggest... ooh. Oh, I hate these things. Alright, well, we're going to sleep because I absolutely hate those damn things. But, yeah, so she, you know, she had, like, absolutely no friends. And I I'm pretty much over the entire situation. I've like accepted it, but like I'm not going to talk about that because it's just not something I'm really going to talk about right now. But um, from what I've learned from her is that narcissists, yeah, like I said, don't have friends. They have a lot of insecurities like themselves, and so they actually try to make other people seem insecure and try to make themselves sound like either like, you know, like the best shit on the planet, you know, like everything should be what are red flags of being on a date, like with a narcissist, or are you talking about what are red flags you should look for? Okay, what you should, this is again like I didn't catch these red flags when I was dating that chick, because actually I was kind of hurt from another situation. There was another girl that I had actually been talking to prior to that, for like a while, and a bunch of shit happened pretty much, and I was actually really down about it and whatnot, and so I kind of just rebounded to this chick, and we dated for 5 years. Like, I rebounded and got into a 5 year relationship with someone I didn't catch the red flags of, and I didn't realize I didn't catch the red flags of it. But the biggest red flag, really, or like that I'm looking for now, is what they think of themselves, specifically like when you talk to someone, and there's a lot of red flags, and the red flags are really dependent on you, like what are you looking for in a relationship. And obviously, if they talk like they don't have a whole lot of friends, or if they talk like they had a lot of friends in the past, that is a huge red flag. Like, why don't you have a lot of friends now? Like, why don't people like you? That is one of the biggest red flags you can look for. Because if someone actually does have like a personality disorder, such as narcissistic personality disorder, they'll give off those red flags by basically just not having friends. There's a lot of red flags, man. And some of them you can't even really tell until you're in the relationship. Like, how do they treat you? Like, what are the, because especially with people like narcissists, they put on a mask and you won't ever see the narcissistic side, but sometimes that mask will slip. And one of the biggest early red flags you can have in a relationship, because again, remember, most relationships, when you get into them, you won't actually catch the red flags until you're actually into it. And one of the biggest things, especially with narcissism, is that they're super clingy at first. But the longer you date them, and again, sorry, the dog's again barking as per usual. And it's about time. Fucking annoying, man. Sorry, I bitch about this dog a lot. This dog made me hate dogs. Nah, I don't hate dogs. I just never want to own one now. But anyway. Let's not... Ooh. Dude, why is it storming now? But, like, like I said, like, one of the biggest red flags for, like, specifically narcissistic personality disorder and other types of things that you should be looking out for is, clinging is a lot of the first stage of narcissistic personality disorder. If you're narcissistic relationships, if you're dating one, because they're like attached to you like glue. Sorry, I just kind of clapped really loud. I saw my mic's light turn red from the audio input. But like when I first started dating this chick, like she would not give me space. And it almost led to us breaking up almost within the first like 3 or 4 months, because I could not stand it. Like I didn't have any time to live stream. I didn't have any time to make recordings. Because literally if I didn't hang out with her, she would get super, super mad. And that should have been like red flag number 1 to get the fuck out of the relationship. And Yeah, that's just like, I don't know, to me, that's just like too big of a red flag. Like an abnormal amount. Like, it seemed like she had nothing else going on in her life. Like, you know, being around your significant other like 24/7 at the beginning, or like it just 24/7 in general, is not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not a good sign of a healthy relationship. Like you like, you know, we're all of us are our own person, and we all have our own hobbies and likes, and there's obviously going to be some differences between people, but when you don't have that separation, that time to do those separate hobbies, that's a problem. Does this go all the way around? No, it doesn't. And then not only that, but okay, and then another red flag, and this is another relationship that I was in. I have been cheated on like numerous times by this one chick. Um, the one that she did is she would make it so that we would only hang out like on a one particular day a week, and it was never a weekend. It was never a weekend. And she was actually a partier, and that's actually not a person you want to get involved with. They usually tend to hook up, and hookups lead to cheating. And they're hookup people, or like party people, are not relationship people. They just want to hook up. That's all they want to do. I don't know. There's so many, man. It's so hard for me to pinpoint. I mean, I've only experienced like you know, the narcissistic side and the, you know, the cheater side. But you should also be looking for like other signs of stuff like craziness, stuff like that. There's so many people out there that have like bad problems that could really put a damper on a relationship. Ooh, here we go. Also controlling. If they try to take control of the relationship and they have a problem with you trying to control the relationship, or at least it should be a mutual thing. Like, I'm not a relationship expert. Like, these are questions for a relationship expert. All my relationships usually end up. It's not a red flag. I mean, if they treat others like well, that's not a red flag. Like, it just depends on how they treat others. Like my most recent, like, it literally looked down on everyone else, and that should have been like a huge no-no for me, but of course it wasn't. Like again, like all my relationships have pretty much blown up in my face. So like I said, I'm not a relationship expert. I never will be. Well, I mean, if they treat you mean, you wouldn't be in the relationship. See, okay, the I'm gonna use that same exact example again. With my ex, everything started off pretty decently. Like there was a lot of love in the relationship on both sides. All of a sudden, as time progressed, there was this act of superiority, and um like she always acted better than me, even though that she had nothing to show for it. There was no reason that she should have ever thought that, because like she was in no position to actually be better than me. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like I've talked about this so much. I don't know. I don't even know if I really want to get into it. And I'm just so fucking tired, man. I just honestly don't really want to talk about it right now. All I'm saying is, like, if you feel uncomfortable about anything, don't either try to communicate it, and if they don't want to communicate it, that's a huge red flag. Like, the thing is, like, I'm very open about my feelings and shit. So, like, if when I was in the relationship with her, she would like I would want to talk to someone about something, and she should have been that one that I could have talked to, but I couldn't talk to her because she would drag in her own life and try to compete with me about stuff, you know. The only time she ever really like let me talk about things, which even then she didn't really give a shit, but she couldn't bring in her own life or compete with me with, was when my sister passed away, because she still has all her siblings. I don't. My only sister died 4 years ago. And that should have been a huge red flag when I couldn't talk to her about certain things like that, you know? Oh, man, it's fine. Like, thank you for that, but it's fine. Like, it's been 4 years. I've worked my way through it. Like, I miss her, but, you know, it is what it is. She had her problems, and that was that. Like, I appreciate the time I had with her, and that's just how I view it now. I appreciate the time I had with her. Power hungry? Possibly. Like, I'll definitely talk about, like, all the relationship stuff on a different thing. I'm just, like, I'm at that point where I'm just, like, kind of drained for the day. Like, I just got off of work and everything. I literally just started the live stream, like, an hour ago. So, like, I'm kind of, like, just saving my energy. Wait, why did I put... I don't want this line here. Another thing I will add, though, to the whole, like, looking out for the narcissistic thing is if they don't get what they want, it's as if it's the end of the world. And they will fight you to the nail. And that's what she did. She fought me on every time. Anytime I didn't want to do something that she wanted to do, she got mad at me, and you know, that's not normal. Like, not everyone's gonna want to do something just because you want to do it. And she did that early on. Early on. But anyway, I'll bring that back up later. I'm just gonna read what she did. The thing I like about Frank is he kept his promise to Brad. What was his promise to Brad? I'm kind of fuzzy on that. I haven't watched the story. Oh, it was not telling Jesse about his death. Which I'm surprised she didn't catch, because I'm pretty sure there were cameras down there. But again, she could have just assumed that he died. I'm pretty sure she assumed. I mean, there's no way in hell she just, like, didn't just make an assumption on it. Depends. I don't know how she felt about him. I mean, I'm sure she'd be sad. But I don't know if she actually had like a solid relationship with him or if it's a professional relationship. It just depends on what type of relationship. But the way Brad puts it, it sounds like she had a really tight relationship with him. I think his death was necessary for at least the story to be driven, because obviously then, you know, if Brad didn't die, we wouldn't have had the Frank West that we know, because that was kind of a building block for Frank's evolution, or at least character development. Because Frank did, like, you can tell Frank had a lot of respect for Brad. And we're out of blocks. It already looks really good. Well, again, it's just that Frank, you can tell he had a lot of respect for Brad. And you can tell that Frank was actually really sad when Brad had passed. Especially when you spend so much time working with somebody. Like, they were friends, like, through and through. Well, yeah, but he also doesn't mention Jesse either. And actually, I think there might have been a small reference. Wait a second, something got screwed up here. Kit Kat, did you just find that one out? Or, like, is that, like... Like, is that new information, or is that something that, like, you're just relating to? Oh, dude, I am so sorry. What's weird, were you in the chat when I was talking to Smoke about my one ex that cheated on me? Okay, I'm gonna go grab a beer because it'll open me up a little bit more, so I can talk more comfortably about my relationships. Because let me tell you, people like that, they're pieces of shit, and I'm not trying. That might hurt your feelings right now, but you'll understand. Let me just go get this real quick, and then we'll have a good conversation. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Let me just read through chat real quick. Okay. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that. You see, when I didn't find out that my ex was cheating on me, I had my suspicions. Not my most recent one, but the one before that. I do kind of suspect my current or my most recent ex of probably talking to somebody, but that's about it. Um, the one ex though that I had that was actively doing stuff with other dudes when I was dating her. I didn't find out until for sure until one of her close friends came to me and was like, "Yeah, no, she was sleeping with a bunch of dudes." I was like, because every weekend I guess was a new dude. But it's a really shitty feeling, but trust me, this is something that you'll realize people are extremely malicious anymore. I don't know what happened, but like people are just like not. God, fuck, dude. I don't know why I'm having such an issue talking about this stuff right now. I've been talking about it so much after my 5-year relationship ended 3 weeks ago. Almost 4 weeks ago now, but you can't dwell on it. Like, I know it's gonna be something you're gonna be thinking about for a while, but that's on him, not on you. You're probably gonna be thinking to yourself, like, what did I do wrong? Was there anything that I could have done? No, there's not. He made a choice. My ex, she made a choice on that when she decided to go sleep with other dudes. And if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else. I mean, like, if he was dating anyone else, he would have probably done the same thing. And it's shitty that you find it out in that sense. But it's better that you had caught him than him doing that for years without you knowing about it. And remember, this actually puts you in a much better position because you know you are a much better person than he will ever be. Because the chick that cheated on me, you know what she is right now? Probably off getting slap face drunk, she actually gained a lot of weight. I'm not like insulting anyone. Yeah, and that's it. But a lot of people don't follow that type of life type of thing. I don't know. Uh, I don't know if I got lucky or what with my narcissistic ex, the one that I talked about breaking up with me a couple weeks ago. Is that I did believe her when she said that she would have broken up with me, and I think that was actually a lot of the reasons why she broke up with me. But I'm glad she did without sleeping with another guy. But the one that I did, I'm not even kidding you, that fucked me up. Like, I really liked this chick, and she ended up sleeping with like a bunch of other dudes. And it just made me feel kind of like worthless, or at least like, it made me feel like I wasn't enough. But at the same time, like, I realized I'm better off now. And I actually forgot about her, honestly. It just like recently with like the talks of my most recent ex, that kind of dragged a lot of memories from that relationship over. But most likely, he's done this before. You're probably not the first girl he's cheated on. And that just says a lot about his character. And obviously, you can choose what you want to do about it. I don't know if you've already decided to break up with him or not. But just, remember, this is something that I've always learned: once a cheater, always a cheater. If you do this once, just remember that, if you're, whatever decision you make. Okay, here's my question, Kit Kat. Was he all about himself? Like, did he come off as narcissistic in any way? Because I know a lot of narcissistic people. Okay, okay. At least it's not that. Because that could have been a very damaging situation. I've had friends that have gotten into relationships with narcissistic people that also cheated on them. One of my best friends actually and I have been talking. It's one of the friendships that I had to repair because there was a lot of issues that we had back in the day. He was like using a lot of like bad substances and it changed him as a person. But lately, since he's actually cleaned up and he has a daughter and everything, he's actually back to his normal self. And I've been talking to him a lot about that. And he dated a narcissistic cheater, and I guess she was like sleeping with her boss, and pretty much was a narcissist herself. And that is probably one of the worst combinations you can possibly have because that's like my last two exes combined. But just remember that it has nothing, because you're probably, for the next couple weeks, even months, you're probably going to be questioning your own or yourself. Well, yeah, but if she's willing to sleep with a guy who's already involved with another woman, then that says a lot about her own character. And trust me when I say this, you are like much better off without him. And it's a good thing. Oh, trust me, you're not the only one here going through a lot of shit right now, and you came to the right place because I can relate in a lot of senses because I've seen two really nasty relationships. Definitely do. Sometimes it helps. Just don't rely on it to make yourself feel better. That's the one thing I will say because that's how you lead to a bunch of bad shit. That's what my sister did. Oh no, I'm gonna say one of the juiciest fucking things that I probably ever said to anyone on stream, because I usually do not like to talk about my life on stream, but like it just really shows like this is what I'm talking about, like because I can't really explain it without saying the examples of the relationship that caused. And I'm hoping it'll make her feel better. I'm gonna wait for her to get back before I say anything about it. Yeah, no, exactly. Don't bottle it up. Okay, Kit Kat, this is what you need to do. And this is something that try this out. This is actually what's helped me with my most recent relationship because, like I said, I just got out of a relationship. It was a 5-year long with someone that I thought I loved and turned around and said that she didn't love me anymore. Oh, so okay. That she got fooled too, trust me. This guy just obviously seems like a huge dick. Because some people aren't really malicious like that. Like, I'm glad that she wasn't told, because at least then he himself is the only asshole there. Because I'm sure at this point she probably wants nothing to do with him. Like, if I found out that someone I was sleeping with had I would tell, honestly. Yeah, exactly. And um I've known people like that. I've actually made friends from stuff like that. Because it's not her fault. If she wasn't told, that's solely on him. And it just says a lot about him as a person. I wouldn't think anything of it. I mean, obviously this is going to hurt, but just remember, you're the better person here. Fuck. Sit down my beer too hard. What was I doing? Oh, wait. Fence gates. But yeah, no. I'm glad to hear that she also was not informed, because that would have been really shitty. You can't think like that, though. Like, you can't put her looks above yours. You know, he went after both of you. So obviously you're on her level too. And that's probably not the reason why he cheated on you. Oh yeah. Like, that would definitely be, it could definitely be true, but okay, actually I thought you said something earlier, but yeah, he's obviously just one of those dudes who obviously doesn't think that one is enough. He's not going to pass up opportunity, and that just says a lot about, at least you found out about this, though. Because there's been people I know that have actually gone throughout entire relationships. I've known people that's gone through entire relationships. Yeah. There's a possibility he's a sex addict. I know a lot of them aren't very faithful in relationships. See, mine was just a party girl. The one that cheated on me, she was a party girl, and like, at least that's what. It's such a dumb excuse. I hate that phrase, but that's what she used, and that's just what I'm gonna put down as. But that also was like back in like 2015 when or not 2015, yeah, 2015 when I dated this bitch. So, like, I'm like, I don't even think about her anymore. But it doesn't hurt anymore. It definitely gets better as time moves on. Eventually, you'll just meet someone else, and it'll no longer be a problem. It's just, at the time, it's going to be very raw. Do you want to know what my ex said to me? My most recent one? During, like... Okay. So, I was telling Smoke earlier, my sister had passed away 4 years ago. My sister had passed away over 4 years ago. It was March 26th of 2020. My most recent girlfriend, the one I was dating for 5 years, broke up with me on that exact day this year, March 26th, 2024. And 2 days later, she texts me trying to get closure, which I shouldn't have fucking agreed to because she didn't fucking deserve it. She texted me to say, you know, this message was like, oh, I want to call again just to get some closure, you know, because you were being immature, which she was being immature the entire time she was breaking up with me. So I don't know why the fuck I even bought into that. I was just hurt and wanted to hear her voice and all that other shit. And I should have just told her to fuck off. But I mentioned, you know, I was like, hey, like, do you even realize what date you broke up with me on? And I mentioned that was my sister's 4th-year death anniversary. And she goes, why should that date matter to me? It was the coldest fucking comment I've ever heard anyone ever say. Like, that's when it kind of dawned on me that she was a huge narcissist. But it should have dawned on me when she had absolutely no friends, man. But my advice, if you need, like this has actually helped me out a lot, is I've been writing kind of like little messages for her, even though I've deleted her completely. Like, I've deleted her completely off of everything, but writing notes, like messages to her, like just, and my most recent one is spicy. But it's really gotten me over, and I process my feelings through basically just writing like fake text messages to her and basically just putting all my thoughts and feelings in there. And now I absolutely hate her fucking guts. Which is that really made getting over her a lot easier. Like I still talk to her because obviously it's still fresh, but... Or not talk to her, I talk about her still. But it's been a lot less frequent. She's not on my mind a lot. But yeah, let's just stop talking about this. Alright. Okay, Kat, you will try to have a better night. Just, you know, don't sit and do nothing. Keep yourself busy. Smoke, I think she left. She needs to go process a lot of shit. But hopefully she won't sit and dwell on it, because that's the worst thing you can do. It's what I did at first, and shouldn't have done that. Put me in a really weird spot, but I'm where I'm at now, and I'm happy. So anyway, what were you mentioning about the Dead Rising shit? Dude, trust me, you're not missing out on anything. All relationships do is end in heartbreak. Be grateful you still have your innocence. Like, that's something that I know a lot of people are sad about, never being in a relationship and shit, but you'll find it. Don't rush it because it leads to problems. Just take your time. That's my biggest advice. Take your time and get to know the person. Problem is, when it's presented to you, you just want to jump in and make, you know, get it, but, you know, that's not how it works. Okay, can I ask, are you still in, like, school, like high school, middle school? Obviously, probably not elementary, but high school or middle? Or even college? Don't tell me grade or anything. Or age. I don't need to know that, but... High school? Yeah, don't sweat it, dude. Any relationship before high school isn't even a relationship. That's just, that's like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? And then that's pretty much it. High school, you know, the first girlfriend I've ever had in high school was my senior year. That was the cheater. Like, trust me, like, you're not missing out on anything. Like, don't be sad about it and don't rush into shit. Like, opportunity will present itself. Like, that's why I'm not worried about, like, my current situation. Like, I'm 27 years old and I'm single again. And I thought I had, like, everything kind of really... I don't know if that's, like, what you're worried about or what's hurting your feelings. It's just what I'm assuming, and I shouldn't be making assumptions, but... But just remember, you gotta hit that shit early. Like, ask her out, you know... Like, don't ask her out to be your girlfriend, just ask her to, like, you know, go to dinner with you or something. The worst they can say is no. That's it. That's it. Like, I'm not ready to do that yet. Like, I'm still taking my time. Like, you know, I'm only 27. I'm still young. Like, trust me, if I'm 27 and I'm single, I'm happy with it, you're good, man. You're good. Like, relationships are a lot of work, a lot of maintenance, and a lot of babying. Obviously not babying the person, just, like, you have to, like, really tend to it. And it's just, like, you start losing friends because of it. Like, trust me, like, it's a real nasty process. Just, don't rush it. And remember, high school relationships don't last. None of them do. Because you'll go off to college, and then your life will start separating, and then the breakups will happen. And that's the worst part of it. Like, figure out what you want to do in life first. Maybe... And don't get too attached. Like, early relationships in high school, those things don't last. But anyway, we'll change subjects now. I'm just trying to make sure that you're not like upset about that shit. Just don't be upset about it. Nothing to be upset about. Actually, one of my friends didn't even get a girlfriend until he was, like, literally already graduated from college. And they're happy together. Like, they live together now, and... Like, nothing to be upset about, man. And just so you know, and I'll tell you a little secret, sex is not as good as what they put it out to be. They always put it out, you know, as like this magical thing, this great thing. It's really not. It's like, put your hand on your thing and it feels about the same. Actually, it's probably even less exciting than that. But yeah, I'll switch subjects now. We're not going back to this. So the Brad and Jesse reference, what we were talking about, the reason why Brad and Jesse, or like about Jesse being like why Jesse might be sad about Brad dying, or why Frank should... Excuse me, I'm sorry if you heard that. That's the beer. But you're talking about why Frank shouldn't have told Jesse about Brad's death? Oh, shit. Actually, I need to light this up. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. I remember the reference. It's not actually a reference. There's a part in Dead Rising 4 during a dream sequence. You actually hear Brad's voice talking. Like, like at the very beginning of Dead Rising 4, Brad starts like talking in it, and it's just like, it's really nice. He just starts like dreaming about Willamette, but the megaplex that they made, not the Parkview Mall. It's kind of stupid. I wish it never changed the. I wish they never changed the mall. They should have kept it the same. Also, I hated the megaplex. You know, in Dead Rising 4, I rarely entered the mall unless if I had to. I hated that place. Easily one of the worst map designs, I think, in any Dead Rising. No, they pretty much tore down that mall and created a megaplex. But the thing is super freaking convoluted and, like, it's so hard to get through it. Like, there's just, like, way too much shit there. I don't know. I did not really appreciate the megaplex. I mean, I get they're trying to make it feel different, but it was just too annoying. Like, the way the mall layout was, it was like you fell down, like, a set of stairs. Probably because of the bad history with the original mall. I mean, if you think about it, that's, like, one of the first place. That is the first place in the U.S. that was hit with the zombie apocalypse. And we're already out. Yeah. Yeah, there's a part here. Let me look it up.
I just really prioritize being present as a dad, especially when I'm trying to film things with.
Okay, let me...
What the hell? Hey! Hey, who's there? Come on, friend.
I think that's Brad right there, might be.
Hey, hold on. What the hell? Zombies. It's Frank West. Remember that name because the whole world's gonna know it. What the hell is this? The greatest hits of Frank West?
I actually can't see live comments right now, so I'm just gonna run through this so you can at least, like... That was not from the original game, and that's just something in between.
Yeah, I know. Not my greatest interest.
What he's done for.
That's Jesse.
Get what's yours. I don't need this. I have millions of fans who know if I speak the truth. Yeah, I may have overestimated my 4 or 6 zeros. So what?
I don't know why they added that. It doesn't really add anything to the...
All right, can the demo reel. I've seen enough.
It's-
All right, look, you know what? You've had your fun. Can I go now?
Yeah, you can hear Jesse in there. But yeah, you can hear Brad in there. They do like bring back some of the old voices recycled. Hey, KitKat, would you want to do Terraria, or do you want me to play that crawl game? You can watch me get scared. That'll be a good distraction. Because you left before I got on the crawl game. Because honestly, if I play Terraria, I'm probably just gonna be going around and doing nothing. Crawl, sure, okay. We'll play crawl then. Up. Let me just let me just do this so I don't forget. I don't want creepers up here. That'd be no bueno. Granted, we'll be too far down. Alright. Let me get that started. I gotta figure out if my... I hate when there's an unknown publisher in a game because your computer just like, ow. Throw that on my second monitor. It's mine too. That's why I've been playing so much Minecraft. Terraria, my biggest issue with Terraria, and the reason why I don't really play it very often, is because it's just like there's so much to like learn in that game. I'm just like not really like I'm way too tired to try to figure that out. I'll probably just be building shit. There is a rescue expedition. 1 second. This is not. Don't fan us. Typo. Let me flip the game capture over. There we go. Oh, never mind. It's not a typo. It just stopped typing because I clicked off. All right, there was a rescue. There was a rescue. No, there was a rescue expedition, and I couldn't even read that because of the fucking typos, man. Not typos, actually. That's just improper grammar. So there's a madness difficulty. We'll play on casual because we can't even play madness. Probably run through it later. Hold W to crawl. Wait, why am I on my back? Oh, that's how you get your inventory. Okay, I see. Let's grab the... How do I grab... Oh. Wait, my camera's right there. How am I taking pictures? They didn't think this through. I really just want to tickle him. Alright. Oh, boy. I can crawl faster than this. Sometimes you'll need to move a little further to get out of tough areas. I'd rather just crawl on my back like this. Can I grab things? I used to tickle my pickle to Angry Birds. Yeah. Of course there's limited photos. Turn around and click left mouse button on the map pocket. Dude, I have to crawl through this entire frickin' place. Green arrow is you. Yellow dots are the objects to take photos of. Okay. Wait, so can I grab the other things then? Now that it... Nope. Yeah, I know it says it's a 20-minute game. But, like, I can move faster than this if I did this. If I was stuck in a cave, I'd be booking my ass out of it. I'm sure they were just cleaned up. Taken, you know, obviously... How do I... Now turn around and click on the camera. Well, I already did that. I already know how to do this. You're giving me a tutorial for something I already know. Load another photo. You have to click on the camera and load the camera. You have to do that before taking a picture. 5? I've already used one. I have 3. Well. This is kind of fucked. What's that blue dot? Oh, that's something I already took a photo of. Oh, you can only do 1 photo per cartridge, so remember to reload it every time you take it. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Brad's body and just biting the soldiers' bodies were supposed to. You were saying that the bodies in Dead Rising 1. What happened to them? Oh, they probably got cleaned up and just basically their family was notified and everything else, and they were marked down as deceased due to the Wilmette incident. Why do people take the dumbest flashlights into places? Like, why would you take a crank flashlight? Take something with batteries. Batteries would last you the entire time you're going through this, but no. Oh my god, it's like literally having... It's like a turtle with no back legs. I think it got demolished after that. I think that's where that went. So technically it did get blown up. But I'm sure they sent a second cleanup operation afterwards. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the game now. If something attacks you, flash it by doing a photo. Or I'll just tickle it. Okay, wait, why is it saying if something attacks me? I'm going to check the map. Maybe something else popped up on it. Oh, dude, I actually got pretty far. Yellow dots will only appear if you're close enough to the objects. Bro, what? I'm like glitching. I'm literally floating. I hope it doesn't make me go through that tutorial every single time, though. Oh! Ah! What was that? What the fuck? What am I playing? Ah, fuck it. What does it have to do with enemies? Mr. Giggleton? Well, I'm gonna chase him. If his name is Mr. Giggleton, he obviously likes to be tickled. No, come back here, Mr. I'm guessing he went to the left. I mean, he kind of did get scared on his own. Is this an object? Yep. Oh, what the fuck? That's not even fair. But he didn't really attack me. I don't even care. I'm just gonna keep chasing him. That's exactly what I'm gonna keep doing. Ah! Oh my god, my camera! I didn't even load it! How'd he get behind me? I love the graphics in this game. They're super realistic, but go off the vibe they're supposed to. It kind of makes... Ooh, here's another piece, I think. Right? Okay, well... Is this dude holding, like, his son or something? It's kind of cheap he comes up and attacks your toes. Smoker, are you still there or did you leave? What's... He's being very docile right now. I'm guessing I have, like, holes in my shoes now. Probably, my toes are gone. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, like, I'm Scared. Or one of those types of... So I guess we're gonna head over to the left, right? Keep on this trajectory. I see you. Haha, bitch. You thought you were gonna scare me. If only you, like, healed over time. Alright, we're going into this weird fleshy cave. I kind of just gave it away, though, when he was just sitting there, though. Okay, I think... Oh, what the fuck? Get away. Bro doesn't know when enough is enough. Well, I mean... Or at least, like, find some medical shit so, you know, you don't have to crawl through these caves again trying to find all these shit. Let me guess. He's gonna be standing either right behind me or right in front of me. Ah, bitch! Got you! Okay, so this way? Is there also like a get the fuck out of the cave part, or... I think he just wants to tickle me, because like he keeps coming up behind me, so I have to like go up on my back. I think there's an audio cue though. No! No! Stop it! I'm trying to unload my camera, you dick! Okay, so I'm guessing... It really sucks though, because when you need to get turned around, you have to go like completely in a circle. I should be able to flash my light at him. Oh, the music. Dude, I can put myself in a pretty small ball. Fucking bitch. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of listening for his audio cue. Well, I know, but if I was playing as myself, I'd be able to get around this thing, and he wouldn't be able to keep up. He's too slow. I'm like Flash without the suit. He always loves to come up behind me, though. It's kind of annoying. We're going this way. It's my cheeks. Oh, wait. To the left, to the left. I'm sure we'll get the... We'll get another marker. If we keep going this way. Mr. Giggleton has not been around here in a minute. I say that now and I'm probably gonna end up dead. Oh! Ah! Bitch. I love how he waits for me to look at him. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me, dude. Aha! We went down the wrong tube. Oh, dude, look at that quickness. I was so quick. I've covered wars, you know. Let's do... I'm like stuck. 1 second. There we go. I think it's off to the right, isn't it? Give me 1 second, because I need to make sure I'm going the right direction here. Oh, it doesn't matter. Both of them take us. I know, I was actually thinking of Resident Evil. The one chick. Jill? Kristen Jill, is it? Bitch. Okay, if this is a running one, like where you have to crawl back to like the entrance or the start, I'll do it, but if I end up dead... I think her name is Jill. It's Chris's like partner in Resident Evil 7. Or Resident Evil, not Resident Evil 7. Bruh. Was that the ending? Wow, I beat it in less than 20 minutes. 20-minute horror game. Hold escape to exit. Whoa, that's weird. I like the menu. Yeah, Jill Valentine. Oh, she's only 5'5". Oh, I guess she changes height depending on the game. There we go. Yeah, I think Smoke got mad because we stopped talking about Dead Rising. Photons? Have you ever heard of the game Definitely Not Fried Chicken? Yeah, I've been kind of bad about my intake on that shit. I was cutting it out, but then like I started working again, and it's just like it's so nice to have. Wait, you cried when you saw what? Definitely Not Fried Chicken? No, okay, you got to see Definitely Not Fried Chicken. I don't think we're thinking about the same thing. This is probably like one of the funnest games I think I've ever played. But it's also like super. Oh, last play that then? Wow. It's like let me flip the screen. Oops. I touched the game when it was loading. Excuse me. No. Okay. You definitely not thinking about the same game. Let me I just gotta figure out how my oh, it crashed. Wow. I kind of been looking at this game for a while now. Or for like a long time prior. So this is definitely not fried chicken. Let me figure out the audio thing though, because there's something. Definitely something wrong with the audio. I think I actually had a. Oof. Yeah. So if you ever watched the show Breaking Bad or heard of it, it's kind of like that. Although I started exploiting the cop spawn mechanic. Because if you don't exploit the cop spawn mechanic, you literally just have to keep replacing your workers and you can never make money. Because the cops are super, super OP. No, the police know the business you're in, but you're supposed to bribe them, but they always want more and more money to the point where you'll start losing a lot of money because of the police. So what I do is actually I have like these two hallways and are the only ways you can get in the building. And whenever the message pops up for a police raid, I delete the doors. And then the cops can't get in, and so they just sit there for like, I don't know, an hour. Not in real life, but in game time, like an hour, 2 hours. They sit there for like a little bit, and then they move away. Let me let me move over to my main business. Like, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So this is my farm. My farms. Currently, I have a weed factory. And I have an Amazonian weed factory. This is getting me more money. But basically what you do is you get these little tasks. Oops. How much money do I have? 14,000? That's not bad. But you can look, you have like tasks here. So like you get these random calls like, oh, I need this amount of stuff. And then your brotato? No, I have not. But you can basically just send cars to fill out those tasks, and then they basically just deliver your product for you. But I also have a laundromat that sells hella weed. It's actually got a bunch of crap in there right now. And then I have a donut shop that also, although I think I just opened this. No, I didn't. They just don't, nobody delivers there. What? I'm gonna change that up. Oh no, they go to both now. But it's a pretty fun game. It's just like after a while. The police get super annoying. That's why I started exploiting it. Oh, well, that just ended. I wonder if I'll get another call here soon. Currently, my workers are like super overworked at the moment. I don't have a whole lot. I'm also not trying to pay a bunch of wages. But they do get little breaks here and there. What are my schedules like? Oh, I guess they do have multiple shifts. No, wait, no, that's what do you mean one way in at all times? That's pretty much what it is. Like, there's this part, because these walls actually block, like these hallways block anything from being able to get through. And then there's one door available right there for them to be able to get in and out, but they can't actually get out. But once like the police come, I just delete the door and then they can't get in. Same thing on this side. And that's how all of my factories are going to go. Although I think I started buying land. Ah, 14,000. Ah, dude, I lost money. Like right here is going to be my other cannabis farm. You have my toasted cannabis farm. Although it is no longer 420, so this game isn't really fitting right now. I don't know. I think I'm about to hop off for the night, but tomorrow night maybe. I'm just like so fucking tired right now. I just worked like almost 12 hours today. And I just got on to work on my Minecraft stuff. What time is it where you're at? Holy shit, that's actually really early. Dude, it's almost 2 here. 2 in the morning. Actually, what's weird is the time zone I live in. Because, like, Indiana, that's the state I live in the United States. There's so many people here. No one can find me by saying that. But the time zone cuts, like, a third of the way into, like, on the west side. And then everything to the right of that through the U.S. is the Eastern time zone. So you are pretty much in sync with Arizona. Oh, cool. I actually got a call now. Thank you. What do you need? Regular weed? You got it. Money truck. You're going there. Still have no product here. But yeah, this is only one of my worlds, though. My other one's a little bit more messy. But I did get all the way up to meth. Oh, dude, I hate that. Oh, and I did the freaking large tiles. What if I do small tiles? Holy crap, that's very tiny. Medium. Yeah, I'll show you my other one, though. This one... Oh, yeah. Totally a Minecraft stream. I have a world named Gus Fring is Evil. Now we know. Is it Let's Make Profit? I think this might be the one. The problem is, if I choose the wrong one, it's just gonna... Steve the Merchant. Probably. This will freak you out. I got this. Sometimes. Actually, green is probably my most hated color, so no, I would never drop a green cap. Yep, this is the world. So this is my biggest business. Let me... No, it's not that one. It's this one. Ah! Holy shit, my hair's doing some shit. Oh yeah, I don't have enough lighting in here. Ignore the fuzzies. I don't have enough lighting in here to do the green screen shit. Yes, I do. I actually don't really use my webcam very often, only when I play horror games. I should have had it on for the other shit, but I didn't. Alright, I'm turning it back off now. I wanted to scare you. Oh, trust me, you should have seen it like a couple weeks ago. It was like thick as fuck. Or I actually shaved it. Not off, just really trimmed it down. I'm trying to let it grow out again. I shaved it a little bit too low. Do you? I at a certain point when it starts getting in, like, I'll keep it trimmed, but at a certain point it starts like itching my nose a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my webcam's ring light. I mean, maybe. Some people think I do. No, I have stoner brain, man. But yeah, these are my meth workers. Although they make moon meth, which is like a different type of Walter White's meth. I do have a lot of weed backed up, but I have absolutely no meth. All my meth goes to my chicken business. Oh my god, I'm full. Hey, someone ordered it. I don't know why I don't have that closer to my cash register. But you make a good fucking profit off of meth. Meth. Walter Rainbow. That would have been a really weird name if he if that was his actual name. Oh my god. I do make a hell of a profit on this though. I have 76,000. I had to like restrict all my engineers to the building because they kept trying to repair the mines and they just blow themselves up. It was kind of annoying. But there's my guards. Sometimes they walk in my meth room and then their heads explode. Bro, you just put that on the drying rack. That can't be done. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I still can't play this game right now. It's just like, I don't know. I get bored of it after like 5 minutes. I don't know if this streams properly. I am 27. Nice to meet you, 19. See what I did there? We have no names anymore. We're just numbers. But what's weird is I don't even feel 27. I still, like, I honestly don't even know my age anymore. After 21, like, the only thing you have to look forward to is being able to rent a car without young renter's insurance, which I don't know if Canada has that. Probably does, but... Fuck yeah, this is my favorite game. I'll show you some of my coaster builds. Damn though, 19 and making 3,000 a week, like, or bi-weekly, that's fucking dope. Okay, wait, I can't do that. That's gonna give me a copyright strike. Okay, let's let's load a different park. uh Unnamed temp backup. Your favorite color is orange? I do like orange a lot. Mine is like, you see this blue? That's my favorite. Dead Rising actually gave me a lot of copyright strikes. Okay, I think this one is safe. We'll ride the front seat. Because for whatever reason, Dead Rising has their music, and then it just says copyright at the bottom if you live stream it. That's why whenever I make Dead Rising 2 videos, I usually just cover it. Yeah. It's just, I have to get close to it in order to do it. Because that's actually the music in the game, or that I put in there, is actually a custom-made audio thing for it. I put in like an entire music video for look. Oh, I know. Twitch does not mask that. All my coasters are, of course, handmade. Although I hate that the people put the hands in front of the face. It's really annoying. See, I just pay for a Spotify subscription. What other coasters? I think this one's actually really fun. This is after the chain lift hill, but I'll go back one just so you can watch the actual... We'll just speed this up so that you don't have to watch the entire thing. I think my favorite coaster's in this map. I also really like that hybrid coaster that's over there too. The problem is I don't build any small rides. All I do is just build a shit ton of coasters in my map. There's one that's just a mangled mess of coasters. Huh. Well, that's why I usually just use Spotify so I can actually listen to radio and like pick up new songs. I just like to try to find as many new songs as I can. Spotify is not that expensive. It's like $10 a month or something like that. A lot of these I just test or I just put on test mode just so I can ride it infinitely. Oh, does it? What's your favorite genre? Oh, it does have my favorite. Okay. This is my all-time favorite coaster. I put some robots on it. I don't know why they're cowboys. It's called Barn Burner. Huh. Oh. I think my phone would freak out if I had an app like that on there. There we go. Okay, now it's starting. This is easily my favorite coaster. Yeah, I'd do that, but if you, Oh yeah, the worst site you can possibly go on is Pirate Bay, because they, like, literally, like, there's so many trackers on that website that, like, your, um, internet provider will, like, definitely... Oh, it's Alpine Burner, not Barn Burner. Yeah, I know they're vandalized because I don't take care of my parks. America. Is it this? I just gotta be careful because some of these I actually probably was right next to a music source. No, this is just like one of my larger coasters that takes a minute to get up the... Oh, I don't know why I named that Colorado's Great Adventure Sandbox Park. Maybe. But yeah, I know. Oh, I think this is incomplete. No, it's not. Oh, I love these side friction coasters. These are always my favorite to build. I'll build like 20 in one park once. I think this is actually the park I did that on. You know what? We'll find the one that's currently going up the chain lift hill. Here we go. Whee! I'm just sad that there's none of these types of coasters anywhere near me. In real life. Like, I've been on a hybrid coaster. Those are really fun, but they're kind of painful. Alrighty, yeah, I'm probably gonna get off myself because I'm about to go just lay in bed and probably pass the fuck out. Well, it's been really chill. And I appreciate you joining me. I hope your night gets better. I'm so sorry about everything, but just know, always here for you. I will see you tomorrow. Probably later on in the day. I'm going to be playing Tony-York-Roar. I will see you, Tony-York-Roar. And tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Kiket. Thanks for joining. Have a great night. Watch like a good movie or something. Baby Oopsie's a good recommendation, by the way. Totally hilarious. Yeah,